All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of the Launchpad. My name is Jessica, and today I am joined by Casska. They are one of our 2026 rising stars for this year. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. So the first thing I like to start off with, I like to kind of get the story behind someone's artist name. So what made
Uh,
you choose Casca, and was that like always the name that you've used, or have there been others?
there have been lots of other projects. I've just done music my whole life, but I wanted something new and cool for techno. And I also speak a little bit of Russian, and so it kind of sounds Russian, even though if you actually think of the word Casca in Russian, it means helmet. So, but my name is Cassie, and so it just kind of fit.
Okay,
And yeah,
awesome. And you're based in LA now, but have are you originally from there, or did you decide to move there?
I moved here 5 years ago, from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I love it here. It's a lot warmer. There's a lot going on all the time. I mean, there are things going on in San Francisco, but just a lot of music stuff. I really like that. It's
Right,
really
yeah,
artist focused.
trying to choose a show to go to like any night of the week in LA seems
I
impossible because
know.
there's just so many of every genre just happening at all times.
Yeah, sometimes people hit me up and they're like, "Hey, do you know of any shows going on this weekend?" And I'm like, "Oh man, so many."
You're like, how much time do you have? So, what got you into EDM? Was there a show that you went to? Was there a song that you heard?
Um, I think, like everybody else, probably, I first heard Dead Mouse and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool." And then I quickly got into drum and bass, and that was where I was at for a while. And I wanted to produce drum and bass, and I was like, I have to figure out how to perform this, so I learned how to DJ, and it's been from there. And
Awesome. And you have a musical background, correct? Like you know how to play piano and you also know how to play guitar?
correct. Yes. Um, I played the guitar in many rock bands and grew up playing piano, and I also did like band where I played flute and saxophone and oboe and all kinds of stuff. So, but piano and guitar are like my main uh what would you say, traditional instruments, but synthesizer is my favorite.
Awesome. And when did
Yeah.
you decide that you wanted to start producing? Like what year was that?
Um, I don't know. It's kind of been a journey. Because I first started producing like live music because I was tired of waiting for bandmates to learn all their parts. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this all myself, and so I don't have to wait. And then I learned how to do like more electronic stuff, and just constantly learning. So maybe that's not a good answer, but like mm, 2018 maybe?
Okay, so you've been
2000,
at this for a
yeah.
little while now.
Yeah, and I like seriously got into it in 2020. So like during the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna focus.
Right, yeah,
So
if you have more free time, you're like, I can actually
yeah.
dedicate the time I need to learn to do all this stuff.
Yeah, which was actually really cool for me because I got to take classes and just learn a bunch of knowledge all at once. I just wanted to expedite my producer knowledge as much as I could so that I could just go out there and make what I wanted to make. So, and I'm still learning. I don't always do that.
So you said you were originally inspired by drum and bass. How did you shift over to like the techno, hardcore kind of trance vibe that you have now?
Yeah. So I still love drum and bass and I usually throw it into my sets. Um, but I was streaming on Twitch during the pandemic dark times, and I would do like a drum and bass night, a house night, and a techno night. And every time I would look forward to techno night the most. And so I was like, maybe I should just focus on this. And it's like what I wanted to make. And um, but like that being said, like as I keep creating things and listening to music, my tastes keep evolving and adapting. And so I feel like I I don't know, pushing a little away from what I used to do, and just like what I play now is completely different from what I played even 6 months ago. So that's the exciting thing, though. I like that.
Right. Music is always changing and moving forward.
Yes, and I'm being inspired by all kinds of different things and other artists and art and it's cool.
Who are some of those artists that are inspiring you right now?
Ooh, um, my favorite producer is a drum and bass artist called Imanu. And just like the sounds and the notes that he picks and just like everything, I'm always like, oh my God, just like a journey in each song. So that's probably my favorite artist right now.
Awesome. So when you're producing tracks, like what DAW are you working in? And are you still using like the live instrumentation that you know how to use?
Yeah, so I work in Ableton and I have a lot of like hardware synths and of course my guitar and piano and I've thrown guitar into a track or two and I like to hook up the synths and record those live and just like mess around. I've been getting more into using vocals and just like because I did that before and when I started doing electronic music, I was like, no voices, only synths and I've been like kind of falling back into that and just like accepting that okay, so like instead of trying to be something that I'm not, I'm leaning more into what I'm good at and what I naturally like to create, which is sometimes hard, especially when I compare myself to others and I'm like, this person is making really hard tracks and they sound really good and like this, and I want to make stuff like this, but my stuff is completely different. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I feel like I'm going on tangents, so I apologize. I work in Ableton.
Tangents are totally fine. So for someone who might be like just starting out, either producing or DJing, like
hmm
what advice would you give them? Like what is something you wish someone would have told you back in the day?
Um, I think one thing just starting anything is that it's okay to not be perfect at it right away. And it's okay to just be open to different ideas and lean into your own creativity because everybody is unique and creates their own kind of sound. And no matter like how long you've been producing, you're going to keep learning. So it's just like it's a journey. So um and you don't have to be good at it right away. There are also so many tutorials on YouTube. I'm still learning all the time from videos on YouTube and just I don't know. Oh, another thing, just like on the same kind of line of thinking is just like when you finish a project and like your first project or something, just like let it be. You don't have to keep working on it and perfecting it because it's like a piece in your photo book. Like if you look back and you're like, oh, this is what I was making then. And so just let it be into the world and just work on something new because you're going to keep growing no matter what.
Right. And for someone who hasn't listened to any of your tracks, which ones would you recommend they start with? Like which ones best
Ooh.
represent your sound now or like where you started?
Yeah. I feel like well, where I started was very different, but they're like still the first track I put out. I'll listen to it sometimes and be like, "Oh, what was I thinking then? Like, I was thinking some good thoughts. So, and I don't think I could do that today. So I would just say like more of my sound is like what I've been releasing lately. So like my latest track, Svatba, it's like a guy techno uh song built around a Bulgarian folk song. And it includes a lot of my vocals, so just a lot of melodic stuff and then yeah, maybe like Juniper is an old favorite and it's more bouncy, but it still has like it's heavily melody focused.
And that new one, that one was on Darksider's label, right?
Yes, correct. And Darksiders and CGK are just such supportive friends. I'm so glad to have them in my corner, and they're always encouraging me and helping me with any questions I have, and they're wonderful.
Besides their label, are there any others that you would love to have your tracks released on?
Um, Good question. I think that's been a struggle in my just in my brain because sometimes I'm like I gotta release on like certain labels and it able in order to be taken seriously, and I don't always think that's true. I've also spent a lot of my uh just time up until now, I mean, trying to figure out what sound I really like and what I'm really going for. So, like, maybe sometimes it doesn't really fit on a, a lot of labels. So, of course, there are labels that I would like to release on someday, and so just working for that and gotta
You
keep making more stuff and sending it out.
Do you think you'd ever be able to get something on Mousetrap since Dead Mouse was like the turning
The
point for
one.
you? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff. They like recently released a drum and bass song that I really fucked with. Sorry, can I don't know if I'm
You
allowed to say
can.
bad
You're totally
words.
allowed
I
to.
was like, I've got to keep my language clear and good. Um, but yeah, I think that would be really cool. I think it would be just cool to like have my name associated with that, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I just don't. I take it as I go, I guess. I just finish a song and I'm like, where could this live? And then I find a home for it. So,
If you could work with anyone on a track, be it like another producer, a
mhm.
singer, a rapper, even, like who would you want to work with?
Oh, well, I would love to work with Imanu, even if it would just be like some vocal thing. But also I have like some extremely talented friends that I'm just so lucky to know, and we have some collabs we're working on, and I just am excited about that because I have so many producer friends that just make things that I really, really like. And that's really cool. Sorry, I
Speaking
didn't I didn't word that very eloquently.
but speaking of friends, I noticed that you
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff with Claus, and we named her
Yeah.
one of our Rising Stars last year.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, she's one of my best friends in techno, and we have our techno duo called Generation Chaos. We're going to San Francisco this month at the end of the month, and that's always a blast. We have we both play like hard techno and but we both have such different styles. So when we play together, it's just really fun because she'll play a track and I'll be like, "Ooh, this reminds me of this." And then it's just like we're just hanging out and we laugh and talk and it's always fun.
Are you ever taken by surprise from some of the tracks like they'll choose and you're like, oh, how do I follow that? Or like, I don't know what to do now.
Um, Sometimes, not usually. Usually it's just like she'll play something and I'll be like, "Oh shit. Yeah, that's really cool." And so then I'm like, "Okay, I have to find something that goes with this." And it's just like a fun challenge.
And you've previously played at both Wasteland and Escape, and you've also played in
Yeah.
Europe. But what are some shows or festivals that you hope to play?
Ooh, this is a hard question because I know it's like it's not a real thing, but I'm always afraid to like say what my goals are just in case they don't happen.
Right, you
But
don't want
I
to jinx
know,
it. Yeah.
yeah, I know that's not a real thing. And I know that like if I were to say something's a goal now and I don't happen to do that, like nobody's gonna like hate me for that or judge me for that. But of course, there are like big festivals like 80 or like Verknicht or things like that that I would love to play. Um, I I just want to play anywhere I can. I want to travel and just see people and the world and play anywhere that they'll have me. Uh,
Awesome. What are your thoughts on the hard dancing in the US? Because I know it's big genre in
mhm.
Europe, like hard techno, hard style, all of that, way bigger than it is here. But it has been growing over the last
It
couple.
has. Yeah, actually, a lot of friends in Europe ask me that question a lot. They're like, "What is the scene like out there?" And actually, it has been growing, and you'll have like uh really wonderful parties in places that you wouldn't expect. Like one of my favorite places to play is in Albuquerque. And people are like, "Oh, what? They have a scene out there?" But like every time I go there, they pack out the place. Everybody's so into it and it's just like so fun and exciting and they're yelling and oh, I love it. And LA is wonderful. There are so many parties here. And we are lucky enough to bring out a lot of really good artists, local artists and from overseas. And I think it's growing and there's no reason for people to overlook the scene in the US because it's good.
I used to live in Albuquerque for a long
Oh,
time.
really?
Shout out
Everybody
Ata
I
and
yeah.
Mr. After Hours in
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Oh, and they're
They've been
so
holding
sweet.
it down for forever.
Yeah. And everybody I talk to who lives out there is just so proud to be from Albuquerque. It's just a really lovely place.
I'm glad people are finally starting to like get that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, so it's good to hear. Besides playing in those places, like what are some of the most memorable moments you've had so far in your musical journey?
Um, yes, like you mentioned, playing the big festivals were huge milestones for me. It was just I don't know, it's something else just like looking out at just a sea of people and you can't even like see the faces of all the people and it's really crazy. I think I'm still working on milestones and I have goals and I don't know, I've been invited to different places around the country and more places, so that's always wonderful to go to new cities and um, release more music. This is a really non-answered quite answer, but this I don't know. I don't feel like there's really like an end goal. It's just like it's a continuous journey, and I'm just enjoying every step of it.
You have to. You have to enjoy it while
Yeah,
it's happening because at
yeah,
some
I
point,
love
like
it
it might
too.
not happen anymore. So you gotta enjoy
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it. Besides like producing and performing, like what are some of
Mhm.
your other hobbies that you enjoy doing? Like when you're not working, what do you do?
Yeah. Well, I have a dog, and his name is Samwise. and he's the best ever. And I also love playing video games. I have like a bunch of little figures from games. I like reading. Um, I used to dance a lot, and I was doing that very seriously for a while, and now I do that for fun. Um, yeah, I kind of, oh, and I draw. So just like sometimes I feel like I'm interested in too many things, and so I don't always get to all of them. But you just like music is always first, and then I'm like, if I do this much music, then I'll allow myself to like play games or something.
What are your
So,
favorite video games?
oof. Um, I play League of Legends every day, unfortunately. Um, I but I unironically think it's a wonderful game and I really enjoy it. Um, and the the music team for Riot is so good. I get a lot of inspiration for that from that. Also, I love The Last of Us, uh, and Zelda. So those are all really good games.
A good variety.
Yeah, yeah.
Before I let you go, what are some things that are coming up for you this year? Do you have some shows planned, some releases, anything you can share now?
Yeah. I'm working on a couple of releases that are just kind of more what I've been enjoying making recently. I feel like I was kind of in the mindset that if I didn't make something like what everybody else expected is hard techno, or just like if I don't make something a certain way, then I'm not legit, or I'm just like I'm like keeping myself in a genre, but I'm like getting rid of all that and trying to let myself just do what inspires me and not worry about what other people think. So, that being said, I have a few songs coming out soon, and a remix by one of my really good friends, and I'm excited for that. And I'm going to Arizona and San Francisco soon, and can't wait to be back to both of those places. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the year is going to bring, and making more music and playing more shows and meeting wonderful people and DJs and people who go to the shows. I just can't wait.
Our blog is based out of Arizona, so we'll have to make sure all the Moon fam goes out
Ooh,
to that show.
yeah, yeah, just let me know. That would be so nice to meet you all, and yeah, just let me know.
Of course. Was there anything else you want to add?
Um, Thank you so much for talking to me. I'm sorry if I'm a little awkward. I feel like uh I called my manager right before and I was like, what do I say? Because like getting up and playing music and even singing in front of like a bunch of people is so much easier to me than just talking. And I we're lucky that the stuttering was kept to a minimum today. But I just appreciate you talking to me today. So thank you.
Appreciate you joining us. So thank you for coming on this episode of the Launchpad, and thanks to everyone who watches it. We will see you next time.
And thanks so much for naming me as one of the rising stars. So I appreciate it.